There's been a lot of talk about developing a sobriety center, also known as a drunk tank. It would be an alternative to jail for people who have too much to drink and need to sober up. Well, today Austin City Council will decide if the city manager should develop a plan and funding strategy to start one. KXAN Sophia Beausoleil live from City Hall this morning with more. Hi.
Hi, good morning, Brian. Well, last week, Travis County Commissioners gave the okay for officials to work with Austin on developing a sobriety center. And you know, this is seen as an alternative than sending people to jail or to the hospital. And this morning, I have Dr. Christopher Zibel. He is the medical director for UMC Brackenridge Emergency Department. I know you've been talking a lot about this. What are your thoughts about having a sobriety center in Austin?
Good morning. Well, I think it's a very important way to provide a service that these people need in an environment that's much less expensive and less disruptive. So there really shouldn't be a reason to have to charge somebody with a crime just to keep them safe because they had a good time. And similarly, we shouldn't have to be occupying emergency department beds or hospital beds just waiting for somebody to get sober. So having a place to take them where they can be properly supervised and supported, and we can make sure that if they have medical needs, they're met, but keeping them sort of out of the more expensive systems of care, I think is an important step forward for the city, and it'll open up resources for us to use for other people.
Yeah, because talk about it, especially on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. I mean, does it just get crazy at the hospital?
It does get crazy at the hospital, so sometimes we have up to a quarter of our beds that are occupied with people who we're just waiting for them to get sober enough to release because they don't have family that can come pick them up. And then another thing that really concerned me about it, really got me on board with this, was talking to the downtown police officers who are telling me that at 1:30 in the morning they have to make a choice. They see somebody come out of a bar with their car keys in their hand, obviously drunk. Do they arrest them and leave 6th Street unattended? Or do they stay to protect 6th Street from the fights and whatnot that they know are coming up at 2 in the morning and let that person drive home? So they shouldn't have to be in a position to make that decision. We shouldn't have to be in a position to make a decision about, am I going to put somebody with abdominal pain in this bed, or am I going to hold it for somebody who's just too drunk to leave? And so having a sobriety center, a place for them to go, really frees up both resources and is a much better investment for the community. Then we add to that the hope and the possibility that for those people who are recurrent intoxicants, that we will have an opportunity to bring them some treatment services and actually help improve their quality of life by getting them some more long-term services and guiding them towards sobriety.
Are you working close with the city about your ideas and thoughts? I know that's what they're going to be voting on today.
We have been. We've met with Assistant City Manager Michael McDonald. We've met with the county commissioners. We've been meeting with law enforcement leaders and whatnot, and really trying to get everybody to come together as a team to figure out what each of us can contribute to the system to help us get better. We've also been talking with the folks at Central Health about what they might contribute in terms of sobriety resources and detoxification resources and that sort of thing, because this is not just a law enforcement issue, it's not just an emergency room issue, it really is a quality of life issue for the people of Austin and Travis County.
All right, thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And if you didn't already know, but Houston and San Antonio actually have sobriety centers. We have more information on our website, KXAN.com, about that. Reporting live from City Hall in downtown Austin, Sophia Beausoleil, KXAN News.
All right, Sophia, thank